Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for clicking. And whether it was the title of today's video or the thumbnail, I do hope you enjoyed the video. And of course, if you're coming back as a subscriber, thank you so much. Hey Subby, and I hope you enjoyed today's content as well. Now for all of you, do make sure you subscribe and turn your notification bell on, just in case I put another video out midweek or on a random. I do post Sunday 7 PM, so I would love to see you same time next week again. And be sure to, of course, check out my previous videos and any other content I have so far. Now, as you can see by the title of today's video, guys, I done did it again. Well, here's what happened. So I was on Zara not too long ago, and I think I was exchanging something or returning something, one of the two. And I started putting things in my basket again, like things that I was just like, oh, this is cute, this is nice, so on and so forth. Not realizing that it was their spring summer collection that they were releasing. Now, if you do shop with Zara, you will know Zara tend to stagger their releases. So whilst it's their spring summer collection, they are definitely still adding to it weekly, I think. March is here finally, so it's nice to see the weather changing slightly. Like I said, we're in double digits with temperature now, and for the most part I just wanted to see what they had available. Now, if you haven't seen my previous video, be sure to check that out as well. It was the trends video that I did with regards to what to expect on the high street and in different stores this coming spring and summer. Now, as I said, this will be a Zara haul. I will put all the sizes and it will be a try on as well. So with that being said, there are a few items to get through, I won't even lie. And I've tried to piece them together as outfits, so you can wear them as separate or as an outfit, just to show a bit more of my style to you guys as well and how I might style it up. So with that said, since we've got a few to get through, let's get into it. Now, as you can imagine, this is quite a random haul with regards to the items I picked up. They keep adding to their collection. I'm like, Zara, please stop, because I can't take it. There are so many nice things. But first item we will start with is this beautiful dress here. And I do appreciate color will throw it off a bit, but it will be a try on haul, so of course you will see. This beautiful dress, I picked it up in a size small and it's $29.99. If I come a bit closer, you can see it's got the rib neck here, really nice, kind of like that cuffing detail, which I'm hoping means it will be a bit of a high neck, but not too high, but not low either. The dress itself is absolutely lovely thickness wise, and it's a midi length from what I remember on the website, but the pièce de résistance is the back of this dress. Now again, I appreciate you can't see much because of the color against the background, but you will see it on the try-on portion. It's got an open back section. It's kind of like an off-white creamy color, but all details will be below, so you know exactly the product code and the link, so you can find out all the details there too. Okay, let's just, okay. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? I just wanna know, can you see that? Okay, great. So, now that we've come to the conclusion that Zara doesn't wanna get off my back, I don't really know how to feel anymore. This dress is absolutely lovely. Like, okay. Fit, the thickness, the length, the openness of the open back, the neck, which is kind of high but not too high. This dress is absolutely stunning. Like, I'm just tucking the tag away because I honestly didn't think it would fit the way it did or the way it does. Can't tell if it's see-through, but I would only wear black underwear with it anyway, so I think that should eliminate that. However, with that being said, I don't know if you can see my jewelry kind of peeking through, so I do think it has an element of being see-through. But ironically, being my complexion and wearing dark underwear underneath, it works. Wow, okay. All right, next item that I'm gonna mention, but quickly skip through because it was actually in my previous video, my trends video, so I'll put that above. And it is just this corset top. It's in a size small and it was $17.99, and it just looks like this. Now, it's definitely not as bright as it's looking on screen. It's more of like an oatmeal sort of ecru color. It's got the hook eye fastening there all along the front, which basically means that it stays nice and put together no matter how fitted or tight it may be on you. I think given that we have the trends of the corsets and the bralettes, I think this is a nice cross between the two. Definitely layer it up, but equally when it comes to spring and summer months, you could definitely wear this on its own. And as a top, I think it's just a simple piece to have, but the thickness, means that for the price point it makes a bit more sense. But yeah, that is the next item. Next item I have, and I don't know when I jumped on this trend to be honest, but I think if we're talking functionality, it's definitely something that's good to have. And if you're someone who has a relatively wider outerwear slash like coat collection, then I think it's something that's a good additional piece, and that person is definitely me. That is I. So the next item is this gilet here, water repellent. Picked it up in a size small to medium, and it was $27.99. Now, as you can see, if you see my previous video, the trends one, I had a black one that was more of like a shinier material. So this one is definitely a different texture altogether, but it has that same sort of thickness. The reason I like this one though is because I was thinking with the other one, I have a puffer, like an actual puffer coat that's really, really similar in material. So I was like, if I'm thinking of broadening what I have already, maybe this will be a better addition. Other thing with these gilets is they don't have pockets. I don't know what it is with them and no pockets. And I think it would be nice to have. Again, it looks like it's relatively cropped, but I think it will probably sit like just above my hip, sort of waistline. But the thing about this that I do love is it has a drawstring at the bottom. You could obviously pull the drawstring a bit, which means it will look a bit more cinched in at the waist, which might be nice. I'll see how it looks on and whether I wear it like that. But again, love the high neck, love how puffy it is, but relatively lightweight. So that is this item. Okay guys, so I wanted to try on the gilet for you, and I thought it would be nice actually to match it with the colors I'm wearing already, which I do agree with. I really like that sort of neutral earthy tones, and I think they go quite well together. Now, I don't know if it defeats the purpose of wearing the gilet to have it with something sleeveless, but I wouldn't necessarily pair it with this outfit, but I do like the colors and the way they match. Now, lengthwise, I know I've already mentioned to you guys that I thought it was gonna sit more like down here. Let's zip it up so I can see how it looks when I draw it together. Not much of a difference. Not much of a difference, to be honest. But yeah, as you can see, it's got the high neck. That can obviously go up and you can zip up all together. I would probably wear it down like this. I really do like the color brown though. It's very, very close to my complexion. I don't know if you guys agree. I think it's very, very close to my complexion. But I don't actually mind that because I think this brown in itself is quite nice. But yeah, just quickly wanted to try it on so you can see the length and the fit. Now this next piece is definitely for you guys who just want to see me more color, point blank. And it is this amazing, I don't even know what color this is, this amazing dress in a size small. It was $19.99 and it's this dress here. Now the first thing to mention is the texture. Like, I can't express the softness of it. It's got a lovely racer neck detail. Like I said, I picked it up in a size small and it's a midi length. Obviously, I don't know how it will fit, but it's got a similar sort of build to their bodysuits, which is kind of making me think, should I have gone for a medium? But I only usually go for medium on the bodysuits so it can like stretch a bit more. We'll see what this one looks like on. The neckline is obviously relatively high. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this piece, so we will see. Okay guys, so next item is this dress here, and I really like the color. This haul is really stressing me out. It's really stressing me out. But I really did anticipate loving this color, and I absolutely love this dress on. I think it's so, so flattering. That sort of like racer detail that, as I mentioned, you see on their bodysuits quite often. And I don't know if you can see, it does have like the double lining. If I step a bit closer, I wonder if it shows up. I don't really think it does, but I can see it in like real life in the mirror HD. There is like the double lining they have where if you don't want to wear a bra, it does show, but I don't think it detracts from the dress. I actually think it's a really nice dress, to be honest. Great thickness as well. As I mentioned, it's kind of like, almost like a thick cottony material. I don't know how else to describe it. But if I just turn around, it's literally just the same thing all the way at the back as well. So yeah, this, nothing really much to say. This color though, if this doesn't scream summer to you, I don't know what does. This, even in the UK, but again on holiday, oh, defo wear this on a night out. Defo, defo, defo. This could be an occasion dress quite easily, and it's so inexpensive, so I think this is a steal. Absolutely love it. Okay, so I'm looking through this box and I'm seeing that I've got a few dresses, but spring, summer to me screams dresses anyway, and I tend to wear dresses all through the year because obviously it's so easy to layer them up and lay them down. This was in a size small, it was $29.99, and it's this beautiful, like absolutely beautiful ribbed dress. The rib on this, if I come a bit closer, it's rib, and I love the added detail to the neckline where it's kind of like almost cuffed, but not really, but I just like that added sort of element there as well. I like the fact that it's quite muted as a color, but again, party in the back. It has a cutout detail right at the back, which again, if you've watched my video, you will know it's one of the trends that are really going to be big this spring and summer, and any chance to show my back, I most definitely will. Now, it's such a thick material that it's relatively heavy, like a lot heavier than I thought it would be. I have high hopes for this one, but I'm gonna see what it looks like on, of course. But this I think is lovely because if you were to wear it in a more reserved setting, you could obviously just wear something over it so they can't see the open back, but equally that added detail makes it a lot easier to dress up and wear on a more night out sort of meeting up, dating sort of occasion. But we'll see what it looks like on. It should fit. I'm hoping it fits. So again, in a size small, $29.99. So we'll see what this one looks like. I do apologize for the bra situation, guys. I didn't want to go braless, but at the same time, my sticky on bra, long story. So this is how the back looks, and again, Zara, I don't know what I did. I don't know why you want to take all my money, but it's my fault for seeing these pieces. They just make so much sense. This color is absolutely lovely, and I already anticipated it would be the case. But again, I think I really appreciate the fact that it's a midi length. Like, it just works. And the blue is nice, it is warm, it's kind of spring summery. But equally, it just really works. What do you think? Do you have a preference for the blue or the white? Let me know which one you prefer and which one you would probably pick up, if anything. This next item I am already anticipating is gonna be a fave. And as soon as I saw it, I said, you know what? I probably shouldn't, but I did. And it is this blazer here. So with my blazers, I think I've said before in some of my previous videos, I always pick my blazers up in a medium. Same with my outerwear, medium or a large I tend to go for. However, this I picked up in a medium. It was $79.99, and it is this it's this beautiful blazer here. So with this, two things that drew me to it is the texture and the material that they used, as well as the color composition. Now, it's definitely giving me that houndstooth sort of vibe, if I'm correct in saying so. But this is actually in a navy and off-white sort of cream color. There is black threading going through it. So if I bring it up a bit closer, you might be able to see that better. So that's the color composition of the blazer. And I'm hoping you can also see material-wise, it's kind of like that tweedy sort of material, but I think is so flattering and kind of goes away from the standard black and white dogtooth sort of houndstooth print. And if I think about my blazer collection, whilst I don't like to say, oh, I don't have anything that looks like that, like that's not necessarily for me a reason to justify buying something. However, I think blazers are timeless, as well as something that just elevates an outfit that is very simple or very plain and just takes it to that next level. Equally, one thing I love about this blazer is this sort of these buttons. So you've got the silver buttons, which I think really complements the color, the colors on the blazer in itself. So yeah, this I'm excited for. We will see what it looks like on. I love this blazer, and I shouldn't, not for this price. So guys, this is how the blazer looks on. I actually wore it like this because this is quite similar to how the model wore it on the website, but I'm going to show you variations because I'm going to change the top I'm wearing underneath, just so you know how it might look in different ways. I really like this blazer, guys. Like I really like this blazer. It fits so well, and I'm not someone that usually wears my blazers buttoned up, but just for argument's sake, that is how it looks buttoned up. It does kind of come in at the middle, not as cinched as some other blazers are, but bearing in mind I did pick this up in a medium, so I wonder if that plays into it at all. The shoulder pads are just perfect. The collar, the lapels, like everything is so balanced and just chef's kiss. Chef's absolute kiss. I'm a fan if you couldn't tell already. This blazer, ooh, okay. Fave? Fave. I think it's a fave. Next item to talk about is an item that I actually think Zara has had a couple seasons ago, or maybe even last year if I'm not mistaken. And it is this white sort of shirt top here. Picks up in a size medium, it's $29.99. And again, I do appreciate you able to see it better in a try on haul. It's got the cuffed sleeve, which is really, really lovely. And it's this asymmetric shirt. Now you can see towards the bottom, it has kind of like, what do you call that, draping? It's almost like ruching towards the bottom here, which I think should be really flattering. One thing I didn't see on the website that I actually think, looking at it now, is quite nice, are the buttons that run down the back. So again, kind of mirroring that asymmetric vibe, they kind of go at a diagonal. But yeah, I thought this is a very nice, simple top. And because of how light it is, hoping it's not see-through, but I thought it would be really nice when it does come to like spring, summertime, more so summer. If you're having like a brunch or anything like that, this would be really cute with some jeans, as well as dressed up with some maybe split hem leggings or fitted maybe leather trousers or leggings. I'm wondering, I think for me it would be more of like a casual date night, going out sort of vibe, but I did want to see what it would look like on, so I picked that up as well. Okay guys, so this is the asymmetric top on, and it always makes me laugh when I put on an asymmetric top because I always feel like, yo, I put this on wrong, like where is the other part? But obviously that's the style. I really like it. It's quite, so I don't know if it's just me, if I'm looking properly, but I think it does come in a bit here, which I think is really flattering. At least that's how it looks on a viewfinder. And if I turn to the back, you can see it is just exactly the same front and back. I always think when you have like this asymmetric element with the one sleeve, it definitely elevates quite what could be quite a simple top or quite a simple shirt in this case. This ruching definitely will hide a lot of situations if you've been going to dinner or brunch or whatever. But I think this is quite subtle. And yes, it's kind of like you just threw your bed sheets over you, but I think it has a bit more structure and detail to it than that. But yeah, I really do like this, and I think it's so easy to dress it up and dress it down. I don't know how casual you could make this look though, so I think it's definitely more of like a going out dressed up outfit. But nevertheless, really happy that I picked up the medium, because I think it would be way too restrictive if I got a small. So that is something to know. I did size up, but I do like it, and I really like it against the denim actually, like this sort of light denim wash. So this is this top on. Cold set that I picked up was this one here. So again, the color is what drew me to this one. So a bit different, but still quite muted. Picked the top up in a size small. The top again was $5.99. And as you can see, it's definitely a basic, just a ribbed crop top with a racer back. I always think colors like this would be really nice with gold jewelry. So you'll probably see it a bit better in the try on. I'll keep my jewelry pieces on. But yeah, I thought that would be nice, and it would be really good as well with denim if you do want to change it up. And then the bottoms, again, I picked up in a size medium. So exact same color, it's definitely a pair and a match, and it is the same wide leg. So I'll see, maybe if I have a preference for one color or another, or maybe I'll keep both. I'll definitely see how they fit. I'm a bit wary of the bottoms because the drawstring is a functioning drawstring. But like I said, I picked up in a medium. We will see when I try it on, but I really like this sort of dusty pink sort of color. So yeah, that was the next cohort set that I picked up. Okay guys, so this is this set here, and as I imagined, the color of this cohort piece with the jewelry I think is really lovely. The only thing, to keep it short and sweet, I will say, is these trousers are not long enough. I'm gonna pan down a little bit. So if you take into account where I would want to sit them on my waist, it will definitely be a bit higher, and I think from the positioning of like the crotch area and everything else, that's doable. And so I'm kind of loving everything that's happening so far, right? I'll pan down just now. Here lies my issue. I'm hoping you can see at the bottom, but I know that they are not as full length as I would want them to be. I definitely, for reference, I'm 5'7", like literally just under 5'7", in height, and I just like when things are full length. I know Zara can do it. They've done it before. I've got so many bottoms from them where it's full length. And these, because they're wide leg, I definitely think they need that extra inch or so. I really do like the color. I love, like I said, the fact that it has pockets. And I think it's quite cute. Like the fact that there's a little bit of cleavage going on. I like the way the top fits. It's definitely inexpensive. The bottoms are quite loose and free and flowy. I just know if I was wearing them out and about, I'm not sure how comfortable I would feel. So I'm still debating. I am still debating because it's not like they're swinging. I just acknowledge that they're not full length. So this co-ord piece, I definitely envision wearing with like some trainers, keeping it really, really casual, layering if you have to. But of course, when it comes to like the warmer days, this will be great just to throw on if you're having a picnic or if you're just meeting up with some friends. Both pieces for under £25 is really, really good. So I picked that up as well. Okay guys, so for what it's worth, these are them on with trainers, and I'm going back as far as I can. They're not full length. They really aren't. It's just not me, unfortunately. It's so crazy because I can't express how much I love the set if I don't look down. Like, I think it's so, so nice. But for what it's worth though, I think the tops are a great piece just to have, like very casual, basic tops that you could put on with any bottoms. So what I might do is hold on to the tops and just forget about the bottoms. The tops are what, $5.99, so that's a great price. What do you guys think? And do you have a preference for color? I really like both of them actually, so I don't even know if I can be swayed. I like both colors, but what do you guys think? Do you think the bottoms look okay? I could put them lower, but I don't know if that's how they're supposed to be worn. If I do put them lower, then that's how they look on the bottom. So let me know what you guys think. Sticking with that sort of neutral, almost yellowy oatmeal tones, I picked up this bodysuit. Now, this bodysuit caught my eye quite simply because of this, like this right here. And I thought, okay, Zara, come through with the added detail. Now I'm looking at it, and if I turn it sideways, this is uncomfortably long. I picked it up in a size medium. It was $17.99. Now, texture-wise, this is very different, or material-wise, should I say. This is very different from their bodysuits. It's almost like not a fleece, but it's a thicker material. And I'm wondering, maybe it'll be a bit more suitable in spring and back when we have winter, autumn, and you can layer it up. But I don't know if it'll be too warm for summer. But I like the neutral tones. I thought it'd be nice to pair up with some light denim jeans. And equally, if you have some lighter colored trousers, that could work as well. So I picked this one up because obviously it deviates from their norm, and we've got the cutout details. So I wanted to see how that would look as a piece, but holding it like that, it's a bit mad. So guys, this is obviously not how I would wear them. I wouldn't be going anywhere with my trousers unbuttoned like this. However, I did feel like once I buttoned them up, it kind of took away from how you could see the sides. So just quickly, this is how the cutout detail looks on the bodysuit. Really, really nice actually. Yeah, no, really, really nice. Like, I actually like how it looks. So if I just do my trousers up now, because like I said, I'm not going anywhere like that. Now again, excluding the back of my jeans, you can see that the cutout detail just goes all around that side. Actually, with it buttoned up as well, I do like it. I just wanted you guys to see the full essence of like how big the hole is and the cutout is. I do still quite like it like this, and I think actually if I was to belt these, that might be even cuter. But no, I like it. Again, I think I'm just a fan of this racer style. Because it gives you just a little bit of clavicle and your shoulders, and it's just nice and open and free. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. This I can obviously wear my strapless bra with because you can't see the back, like it doesn't interfere anywhere. It doesn't have the lining that a lot of their bodysuits have. It doesn't have the lining, so that is something to note. But like I said, you can definitely wear a strapless bra with it. So what do you guys think about this one? I do think it's quite cute. I like it. I did pick up another bodysuit, and this one is in a slightly similar but different material, and it's part of their seamless collection. Picked it up in an extra small to small. It was $19.99, and it is just this bodysuit here. Really simple bodysuit again. Still looks kind of long. I don't know what's going on. It could just be me. Maybe I'm mistaken. But the one thing I loved about this bodysuit is the detail at the back. Now again, of course, it'll be a lot easier to see when I try it on, but it's basically got a cross-back detail here, which I think again is very, very flattering. And come to when it gets warmer, when you just don't want to wear clothes and you want to be skin out basically, I think it'll be really, really nice. And again, I think the back is such a flattering place to show off. So when it does come to it being a bit warmer, it's definitely one of the first places I think, okay, let's open it up and show it off. But that is this one here. Now I'm sure you can see why I always reach for these jeans. They just go with so much. This is the back of the bodysuit, which I think is fabulous, if I do say so myself. The only thing is, because it's not that sort of scuba stretchy bodysuit, like Zara's bodysuit material. It doesn't really do much for holding up my boobs. I do still have my bra on, but I just undone the back so you can actually see how the back looks properly. I'll probably have to use one of those like stick-on bras or whatever, because it just doesn't give you that same sort of support. However, I think color combination, I'm definitely feeling it. I think I just like this color in general. But I really do like that open back detail. And I actually think with the jeans, again, it kind of gives you that old school sort of 90s feel. Very chilled at the front, a little party at the back. I really, really like it. I'm just not a huge fan of the material. Love the color, love the shape, love the fit. The material, I'm kind of in an I'm. I would love for them to release something similar, but in like their classic Zara bodysuit material. But I think I'm still and ah about the material, which typically if I'm and ah in, I just say no. So what do you guys think? Let me know. Now I did pick up another item in that exact same color, but this time it is a jumpsuit. But it is in a size extra small to small again, which might have been a mistake when I think about it. And I got it for $19.99. Again, part of their seamless collection, and it is really just this simple catsuit, goes all the way down, and I'm looking at the leg length and I think that might actually be really promising. Again, it's that sort of racer detail, which is quite similar to the bodysuit actually. But the great thing about this, which I think is necessary because of the high neck sort of racer style, is it does have a zip. There's so many times I try on pieces that I just think, what were you thinking not integrating a zip? Far down enough for it to be comfortable to get into. It will definitely help a bit when it comes to sort of shimmying it, like shimmying up into it. I think if you sweat in it, I'm not sure how that will go. Although it does seem to be quite thick, so maybe that will be like your saving grace. But yeah, that was the next item that I picked up. So I should have known the seamless collection is not to be rivaled. Like it's a collection in itself for a reason. This is this jumpsuit on, and I love it. Feels, it's almost like skin-like without it being too like clingy. Because of the material that it is, it's more like that cottony sort of breathable material as opposed to like slinky. It's really nice. And it doesn't do the diaper butt thing. I really like this on. I love the racer neck. It does show my strapless bra a little bit, but I don't think that's anything major. As you can see, I've just pulled it up and it does make a bit of a difference. But for me, it's the color of it. I absolutely love the color of it. And like I mentioned, it's that gray sort of bluey purpley color. It's full length. If I hold my leg up, it's full length as well, which is great in itself. And I just think it's a nice against my complexion, I have to say. And again, it's one of those ones that will be easy to layer and just do different things with. So I'm definitely a fan. Now, I'm not sure who I thought I was or what I was doing, but it seemed I picked up another jumpsuit slash catsuit. I actually don't even remember picking this one up, which is quite wild. In a size medium, picked it up for $19.99, and it is just this simple jumpsuit here. Now, on the camera, the color looks a bit better, and maybe I'll warm to it a bit, but it's a lot more dull than I thought it would be. I say thought it would be, but I don't remember seeing a color like this on the website, so I'm honestly wondering when I picked it up, but here we are. In a size medium, $19.99. Now this one is definitely a lot more simple. It doesn't have a zip. It doesn't have a zip. I was just talking about zips and this one doesn't. However, this is a lot more wider with regards to the neckline and just the overall fit, I'm guessing. So it probably will be easier to put on than the other one would have been. I can't imagine the other one without a zip at all. That's what it looks like. And then it has like a lining on the inside at the front, which is really nice because sometimes you be thinking you don't need to wear a bra and then the wind hits you differently and then there's a lot happening. So that is good. We'll see what it fits like on. This does not fit me. It's kind of pulling all around here, like it's not stretching up enough. So it's just about kind of going over me. I actually like the cut of it, but this is the issue right here. The nappy butt, because this material should be against my back like that, whereas it's kind of gaping, like that's all just material that's not touching me at all. Now that it's on, I actually do quite like the color. I feel like it's, oh, you're wearing color, but it's still quite cool and muted, as I've mentioned. I like the shape of it. I picked up in a medium, so I'm wondering, should I have gone for a large? I don't know. but I do actually like the material that it's made out of, which is probably the only thing that's making me gravitate to thinking, let's see how the large fits, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So I do like it, and I think it's such a throw-on piece, which when the warmer days come, I mean, that's what you kind of want to do. But yeah, it doesn't fit properly, which is a shame, but that's okay. At least I know I kind of like the color, which is, I guess, a positive. Now the next item is very, very random, but it actually really reminded me of my childhood, and let me know in the comments below if you can relate when I say this. But yeah, like I said, a random item that I picked up, but I thought it was cute. And I picked it up in a size medium. It was $17.99 and part of their Disney collection. And it is this crop top here. Now, I don't know what it is about it, but if I come up a bit closer, you'll see how like distressed the image is. I really like it though. So this is what it looks like. You can kind of see that it almost looks, I don't even know, like if you were to like print it on and like it hasn't printed on properly, like really old, rustic, sort of distressed. But I love the fact that it has the details all across the arm. It is long sleeve and it's got the cuffing against the cuffing on the arms. No cuffing on the body, which is actually what I prefer, but it's definitely a cropped length, and I wonder where it will sit on me. A really random purchase. I might not like it on, but I did like the aesthetics of it because I just thought, oh, this reminds me of like the good old days. So that was the next item. So this is the top with it, and God, how many things have I said? I like it, but I really do. It's definitely giving me the vibes I anticipated. It's that like sort of old school 90s vibe, paired with these jeans, which are literally called the 90s full length jeans, at least when they released it before. It just goes so well. Throw on some trainers or whatever you want on the bottom. Keep it cute, keep it casual. I think this is so nice. Yeah, I really like this. I think it's very cute, very summer-esque, and it's definitely just a casual top, so you can wear it with pretty much anything bottoms wise. But I like this combination because this reminds me of childhood summer. That's what this is. Last but not least, I've got another dress. So the last dress, picked it up in a medium. It was $49.99, so I think, if I'm not mistaken, the priciest thing out of everything I've shown you so far. Now this is going to be a love or hate dress, I know already, because the print, even for me, consider who I am, this is quite a loud print. It is this dress here. Now for the price, I mean, this really be looking like someone's curtains. I'm not doing this dress justice, but I'm gonna try it on and we'll see. But details wise, so it's got the neckline here with the buttoning, and as you can see that space there, it does have an open back detail. Now, not as exaggerated as some of the other pieces I've shown you. As you can see, it's more towards the top, kind of going down to, I'm guessing, just below your bra. It does have a zip, and it is, from what I remember, it should be a maxi length. Now, thickness wise and sort of weight of it, it does feel good, but I just think that price is a bit steep. The color, I know some of you are going to be like, wow, Rachel, I actually never expected it, and to be honest, I didn't either. And it does have some lining on the inside as well, which is nice to see when it comes to a dress like this, because you know it won't be see-through. But yeah, the sleeves I'm hoping are going to give me balloon vibes, because it does have like a bit of a cuffing at the end. So this is definitely summertime. Guys, this dress is a bit of me. Okay, I still think it's going to be a love or hate sort of item, and I appreciate that, that's absolutely fine. However, if we're talking of how it fits and how it looks, I'm so pleasantly surprised. Now, if I'm dead honest, I think it's the sleeves for me. I really do think it's the sleeves for me. I'm hoping you can see like how ballooned the sleeves are. They are so lovely. I've come just a bit closer so you guys can see the split detail that I was talking about. And now, whilst I still 100% love the sleeves, I do think if the cuff was just a bit tighter, it would really add to like the billowiness of the balloon sleeves. Let's give you a turn around so you can see the back of the dress. So as you can see, it is nice and open. And do you know what I think it is I love about the dress? The fact that the back is open, and I didn't even realize you have this little keyhole slit here. So if you're wearing jewelry, which I am, you can kind of see it peek through a little bit, which I think is really lovely. What I love about it is how it comes in at the waist. It's very subtle, and you probably could accessorize with a waist belt if you wish to. But another thing I'm absolutely loving is the fact that if you got a food baby, Like, if you're at that barbecue in summer and you've just been eating and living your best life, nobody will ever know. This is a dress that you would want to pull out. And I think even though it's quite summery because of the yellow and the pattern, I do think you could get away with wearing this to a few occasions. Maybe a wedding. It would be really, really nice for a wedding perhaps. I know I did mention lining, but it's like seriously lined all the way through and through. It's almost got like this really soft satin lining underneath. And then you have obviously the rest of the dress that falls over it. I know I was saying before, I don't understand how it could be this price, but if I'm dead honest, with it on and how it's structured around the waistline and just everything, despite it being such a loud print and a color, I do really think this is a timeless piece. Like, I'm such a fan. So guys, if you've made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. There were definitely a few items to get through, and I mean, that is it for now. They are definitely introducing some really, really nice pieces. Some pieces that I think, if we're talking longevity and just fitting into your wardrobe well, they really have some great items. So I am on a lookout. There will definitely be a part 2, let's be honest. I say part 2, but there will definitely be another Zara haul. Maybe as we get closer to summertime, or maybe like when the temperature actually feels hot. Because right now we are still kind of teetering on that, oh yeah, it's getting warmer, but you kind of still need a coat. So yeah, a lot of these pieces, I think, color-wise, I mean, this is probably the most colorful haul I've done, if I'm not mistaken. But the colors aren't too out there, maybe excluding the last dress that I showed you. But with that being said, like I said, guys, if you've made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I will leave it at that point. There will be a next video Sunday, 7 p.m. as always. Do subscribe, turn your notification bells on so you know when I put the next video out. But until then, have a blessed week. Good vibes only, guys, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.